So I'll talk about the work in America. So you know that job is the major part of most people's life. American is not an exception. Most people put a lot of importance into their occupation, money and identity. Yeah, you can tell it's because when meeting new people, they always ask, "What do you do?" Like your job, your professions. Yeah. Well, so today we'll look at work in America in three different ways. The historical one is the change between workers in 1900s to the latest statistic in 2010. Go with how US worker doing today. The second way to look at is the reason for current economic situation and people opinion on what government should or not to improve country economy. About the changes, so let's look at the statistic, the type of work uh, in the 20th century, in the start of 20th century, about only about there was about 38% do agricultural or in farm, but in 2010 it's dropped down to 1%. To working in industry also decreased from 30% to 22%. But in contrast, worker doing services went up. About the child labor in the 90s, about nearly 2 million child at about 10 to 15 years old work full time in labor force, about 6%. But after the law became stricter, now mm, people under 16 are not allowed to work full time. But instead, the woman labor went up dramatically. In when before only 19% employed, but now 73% of women are working today. So about today, about people opinion. So yeah, definitely the benefits is increased about the security, the health insurance, the working condition, but it's not so rosy. Instead, even if the working working quality is increased, the wages are not, and the rate of unemployed is also very high.